What have I done? What have I done? Today is the day I'm going to finally start taking the S2000 apart, and if you've been following my channel or my Instagram, you will know that this car is going to have a transformation for Dubshed this year. The only thing that scares me is Dubshed is less than 8 weeks away and we have not started. So today we're going to get started. Ryan, Peter, Paddy, Sarah and me are here and we are going to start ripping this car apart. Let me quickly walk you through what we're planning to do. So if you've watched my channel, you will know that the S2000 was silver. In below the bonnet is still silver, so that is what we need to do. My plan is to have the engine bay painted yellow, have it smoothed, have a wire tuck, remove a lot of stuff in here that we don't need, and have this car ready for Dubshed in 8 weeks time. Show wheels are down here as well, so they are going to need a good polish. Going to keep these on for the time being to get it painted, get the engine out, do all that good stuff. But I am going to document the whole thing here, see if we can make it to Dubshed. I'll be really disappointed if we can't get it done in the deadline. It was supposed to be done last year, time did not allow, money didn't allow. We're going to start pulling it apart today, get the wings off, get the front bumper off, and I'll show you in below the bonnet to see what we have to do. And in order for this car to be better than it was last year, the engine bay needs done. It's letting it down severely. I'm going to start today or else I'll never do it. But yes, wish me luck and hope that this car will be back on the road before Dubshed. It is the first weekend in April. I've been putting it off long enough, but let's go and have a look at what we need to do, and I'll show you quickly the work that's going to go into this. The whole car has been completely transformed in the last 2 years, and like I say, these aren't my show wheels, so we'll not worry about those, but the car has been transformed. It was silver, it's now yellow, it has had no expense spared on it. All the trimmings, everything I wanted is on this car. Like I said, the only thing is the engine bay is severely letting us down. So as you can see, this engine bay is completely crammed and it is still silver. It's completely filthy. It's really not good at all. That is going to change in the next few weeks. So the vibe at the minute is to go sort of OEM plus, kind of keep it OEM but still very much empty. When I say I want this engine bay to be empty, I mean I want this engine bay to be empty. The induction kit is getting took off, it is terrible. So we're going to relocate the battery to probably the boot somewhere. The fuse box is going to get relocated. This coolant bottle is going to be removed. We're going to have a new radiator put on here. A lot of these pipes are going to be removed if I can. In around here I've got a carbon, I'm not really sure what it's called, but there's a little carbon bit that goes over here to hide all that. Up here, all the brake stuff is going to be removed. ABS is getting removed. We're going to try and keep this. The induction kit is definitely getting removed. It's far too big. Obviously we have to keep the engine, the inlet, and the manifold's good. It just needs a good clean up. Might get a new manifold. We'll see what money allows. This is going to be going and I am a little bit scared. It's a really big engine bay. As you can see, it's huge. Absolutely huge. Get rid of any little holes. As you can see, there's little holes on the bodywork. Get rid of all the holes, smooth it as much as possible. A lot of work to do in 8 weeks, but let's hope we can do it. There's a lot of stuff that we can remove. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, which I have zero of any of those things. We're going to try and do it. We're going to try and make Dubshed. I don't know if we're going to make it, but we're going to try anyway and see what happens. So one of the things I need to start doing is circling any holes which I don't need, which can be filled now the engine's here, so I can kind of have like an idea of what I don't really need. It's obviously going to be kind of hard because it's very dark, but this is what I need to do, is go around everything, circle what I don't need, and get it smooth. And there's a few little holes in here. That one. Need a light. Oh my god, these are the worst circles in the world. So we have circled, or I have circled, as many little holes and many little things I don't need that have nothing coming out of them. All these little holes here are all circled. There's actually not that many, to be fair. I remember when we were doing the circling of the holes on the Jordan and my little Civic, there were so many holes. There was far more holes than this. So I'm actually kind of pleased at how many holes there is only to fill in the S2000. We'll see what happens when we get all the stuff out and see if there's any holes we don't need once we take away bits and pieces that we aren't going to put back in. Also need the body man to fix my arch, which I cracked with my big wheels. So that needs fixed as well. It's not too bad, but we'll get that sorted. There's not much else wrong with the paintwork. I will send it in to get a machine polish near the time, but paintwork's not too bad. It was recently machine polished, so I think we're flying. But yes, just here is the worst bit that needs done, and that's it. So let's try and figure out what we need to take this off. I'm assuming a 10mm. If I can find a 10mm somewhere, I will be the best woman ever. But yeah, I think that's what we need to take this apart. I have a 10mm in the CRX, I'm pretty sure. Don't want to mix up my CRX parts and my S2000 parts. That's one thing we don't want to do. But there should be a 10mm if I am correct out here. Yeah, there's always a 10mm hiding somewhere in here. I would dare say this thing's dead. Completely dead. Completely dead. Let's go get the booster pack.
For sure, I start at the top. Straight up. There we go. It's quite wide. I need something back.
Boy, wasn't it?
Right.
That'll be work. Right, happy days.
You get the wings off? Yeah. You take the guards out, these top bolts, and then inside bolts. So do I, man. What'd you say? You take all these top bolts out, take the splash guards out, right? And then there'll be a bolt inside the one as well.
Ah! This is really stuck.
Put a screwdriver and bang out from.
I was kind of get out there. I was driving that hole.
There's one that go onto the cell. Where's that screwdriver go out? Here. Turn that up a little.
Is it big enough? Sweet enough? Too big. Too big for that oil.
So you doing that car on you doesn't do? Is it? Can you see it? Can I take the skirts off? Oh, the bars off. Yeah. You need to take windows off.
What's in it for?
Get on the bag, we do muscle front. There we go. Indicator. Indicator.
I'm scared.
Indicator's for up to clean. No, it's not. It's wee out of you.
They're deer too.
I bought you them.
Is it deer?
No, you do all this shit. Okay. Jack off. Quick. Go that way, you can have it after.
How's your bird shit in my car?
Probably a bird came in here.
Where did it go out?
Probably was here whenever you put in here.
Right away.
And then just pull it there and pull it. Camera top nice. It's not. It's not here. No, it's fucking bad. Like, it's working. Sweet stuff. Yeah. I know, but can we not go somewhere else? Like, I will do a show around it, but. Right, he'll not be there, lad.
So that was the easy bit done tonight. Taking the wings off, taking the bonnet off, taking the front bumper off, and marking all the holes up. That was the easy part. The next part is getting the engine out. I'm not even going to tackle that. We did do that with my Civic at the time. It was fine getting the engine out, putting it back in's a different story. So I'm going to leave it down to the mechanic. Obviously I've spent loads of money on this car, so I'd really like to not damage it and not break it by taking stuff apart that I don't know what I'm doing. So yes, I'm going to leave that to the mechanic, get it all done properly. He can put it back in, he'll know what he's took out, what needs to go back where, and he can do that for me. All parts over here, this garage is very yellow. S2000, the Jordan's over here, and all the S2000 parts are over there. So this garage is now off limits. No one will be in here because stuff will go missing, stuff will get lost. People will kick it, people will be walking into it. We have 55 days until Dub Shed. I have a trade stall I take to Dub Shed as well. So I need to have all that stuff ready before we go. I need to make all the merch. I actually make all the merch. I'm going to have to see if I can recruit someone. But yeah, that's what's happening. It's a busy 55 days time. Are we going to make Dub Shed? At this moment in time, I am not sure. Arches have been took off. Both sides, both wings have been took off. The front bumper has been took off. The headlights are out as well. And a bit of the crash bar had to come out to go there as well. So I have kind of marked all the holes. Before, this was the thing, before I took off the wings, because I wanted to keep obviously holes I needed for the wings and stuff. And if I had done that, I would have got confused. So I've marked all the holes, all the kind of things I need took away, all smoothed. There is obviously going to be bits down here that I can't get at until this is gone. I have wrote little little points on here as well. So I've wrote black. I'm just going to paint those black. In behind the wings, I'm going to ask him to paint those as well the whole way, and then everything else will be painted because the doors, everything were took off last time. Everything else is yellow. Boot lid, in around the boot, everything is yellow apart from this front end. More little circles. Here I have wrote plate it because I think it would be better if we could box this off somehow. Put a little plate along there, or I don't know how you can do it, but I have an idea in my head. Here as well, if I could plate that or box it off somehow, I think that would be the best thing. All around here is obviously rough, so I'd like that smooth. If I could get this smoothed as well as much as possible. In here's all going to be took away. I'm taking away the ABS here. The heat shield is going to be took away as well. So all this section basically is going to be free, apart from this and everything else is going to be took away. Don't need the washer bottle, car's not going to be on the road. Don't have any wipers, so it kind of defeats the purpose of having the washer bottle. Going to take this scuttle panel off and I'm going to get it carbon dipped. I think it'll be a bit nicer than the plastic. Get it all dipped and it'll be nice. I'll show you Ryan's on his Jordan quickly. So you might not be able to see it on the camera, but it has been carbon dipped. And it's just nicer, it's a bit more sleek, and it matches the vibe of the car, I think. I'm not too sure yet what to do with the rocker cover. This was a brand new rocker cover I bought when I got the S2000. Obviously it is in the classic wrinkle red that Honda do, with the black little cover in the middle. There are a few little bits and pieces that I can do to dress this up. I will have a look online, see what I can come up with, but I don't think I want to keep it red and black. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this bit doesn't matter. I think I did show you on the camera. This is going to be covered. So I'm going to get it still painted yellow, but none of the holes need to be took away here. Little holes in here can be all covered. I think really the only thing I need to keep here is basically this pipe that runs from the radiator. I think that's the only one I really need to keep. A few down here, but they'll be fine, you won't see them. This bit here should be completely empty with nothing here. Really clean, really simple. The arches in the wings, because they're massive, look how much room there is here. The arch comes right as well over this wheel, so we have all this space here. Obviously this is going to cost quite a bit of money, and I am like actually broke at the minute, so I don't know how I'm going to do it, but here we go. We'll get a new distributor cap because that one's a bit meh. So yeah, hopefully with a bit of time, bit of effort, we can have this thing looking good. Realistically, it's not as bad as it looks. Car also needs a clutch as well, so we'll just do that while the engine's out. It might need a flywheel, so we'll just do everything while it's out and get a whole lot of new parts while everything's out. And if that's not enough, the Mini needs a lot of stuff for Dub Shed as well. Dub Shed is always the first car show. It's the biggest one, it's the one that we always go to. Take the trade stall to it, all my friends go there, and it's just a good time. And the Mini needs stuff too. So both these cars are in for Dub Shed prep. I will keep you up to date with the Mini as well. The Mini is getting a few different things. The Mini is getting a wheel change colour. Some of the interior is getting changed. There's a whole lot going on. But I will keep everyone up to date as always. S2000 looks so good. Then you go up here and it's all missing. Wish me luck. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel grow. It's been doing really well recently. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It really does help me out massively. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.